not big on mandate, so and as an organisation we didn't have a lot of, thou shall do, and so it's very much about, as an organisation, and bringing people with you. When we moved across to the Venues Infrastructure team, they sort of like construction folk over there, they were construction folk, there were a number of QSs around them, they did absolutely look at procurement. Why do we need procurement? We have our QSs, and we've done this, we've bought service before. I think you have to earn respect. I think that's what we did. We actually got some awesome results for it. I think we took a lot of data for it. I think we managed all the data. I think we ran a fair process for it. And I know now if you spoke to those people, they would actually say, yes, procurement contributed significantly to the success of those people. I'm sure if you spoke to what she said in her area, I'm sure people would look and say that procurement had a major contribution to the success of those areas. Yeah? Probably not one there. Especially a lot about the whole this management piece. Program management was paramount. Had these unusual dates. We started off having the weekly reviews. It went down to the daily. Well, it was monthly, weekly, daily. At the end, we were daily reviewing progress against masters. We had a big program team working with us. We did. I'll show you the governance model we used. It was certified. It was certified to gold standard by SIPS, and the organisation, in the main, followed that. There was one area of the organisation, technology, where most of their procurement was actually against sponsorship deals. They sort of moved themselves to one side and decided not to play. But in the main, their procurement had been done before we actually rolled out the governance model, because we did technology deals earlier, sponsorship deals, so they can benefit for the maximum period of time for the whole marketing piece, so they go and brag about what they're actually doing. The messaging was very, very key. And Stephen will tell you to come here tonight. It's a 51-page questionnaire about what he wants me to say and what am I able to say. So there's a massive hurdle for people to jump. We limited the communication piece to the smaller people. It was seen during games time, we opened it up slightly. So prior to games time, it mainly was Seb who was talking. So Seb was the person who was seen Paul dying less frequently. During games time, Jackie Brockdoyle, our comms director, appeared and watched the 10 o'clock news, and suddenly Jackie's face would pop up, which I suppose was interesting. So they did manage that very closely. For all the reasons we talked about before, it is a difficult, complex piece, and there was a lot of scrutiny and a lot of attention over it. So I think it was the right thing to do. As an organisation, we proportional gifts and gratuity policy. So if I was in sport, I could have gone off and I could have had a couple of tickets and a meal. Procurement was actually 0 tolerance. So no procurement person could take any hospitality, any gifts, or anything at all. And that was it. Yeah? So people who worked for us, that was laid out. It caused a lot of problems, and you can imagine, because there were other influences over suppliers who could do it, but from a procurement perspective, the commitment was made to Paul and said that we would run something which was absolutely squeaky clean. So there was never perception that anything other than because if there's a bad perception, then that becomes reality and the press will pick up on it. So we had 0 tolerance on that. And supplier interaction was very much about them coming to us. And we did keep good interaction, as I say, but I had a big French tent manufacturer and supplier who placed £23 million worth of work for. We did site visits down there, and coincidentally there happened to be a massive horse show next door, which he had loads of tents out. Like, come along, we really did that. Because it wasn't come along, it was come along and do some sort of hospitality and drink some champagne and sort of thing. So we have to be very careful. I think, to my knowledge, people would adhere to that. It's tough, but I think it's the right thing to do. Using the power to the games to this really talks to the wrap around the stadium. You'd have seen the press that said no wrap, and the ODA were tasked originally to provide the stadium with the wrap. There was budget restrictions and cuts, so we have no wrap. And the procurement team actually in LOCOG, it wasn't our deliverable, but we said, well, actually, we'll take that and see what we can do. So we did a piece, we advertised the opportunity, Dow came on board, Dow was a sponsor, and doing something about that today. And it was just a way that procurement took something, took a leadership position, and actually delivered. We also were very clear around sponsorship deals being good sponsorship deals. Previous organising committees had deals for the sake of having deals. It would appear, one thing, we made sure that the net benefit to LOCOG of paying, the sponsor paying for marketing rights didn't mean we overpaid for the supply rights. We did a lot of work there. I personally was around 3 hours to take this massive amount of data just to ensure that we actually were going into a deal which was the best deal for the organisation. And this was our governance model. I guess it's sort of fairly standard to